All right, well, let's keep it going as gig workers. Worker companies got a kick in the nuts yesterday as the U.S.
No.
Labor Department released a proposal to probably reclassify gig workers as employees. This sent stocks like DoorDash, Uber, Lyft into the dirt as most of their business is conducted by contract workers or drivers. CJ, are there any highlights in the sector that are ripe for some trade?
Besides the fact that we kicked it on Uber, this is what I call luck preferring the prepared trader, Vaz. You and I had a position out there on Uber, and these names that are out there in the gig force obviously getting a little bit of a rock here yesterday as they're going to have to start treating people like employees. That's more expensive for them. That's one of the things they've loved about their business, companies like Uber and Lyft as they've grown. So now facing a little bit of regulatory headwinds, expect to see this, and even some of those companies that are a little bit further down the pike, I think Airbnb, etc., to see some pressure over the long run. And we're already short Airbnb, so looking forward to that helping.
That's the kind of trade I'm talking about. That Uber trade, perfect setup.
Yeah.
Technicals do line up with news related stories. That's just the trigger to really cash in on that trade. That was awesome, CJ. And I like your little bit on Airbnb as well. All right, Garrett, come back in here. If this
Mhm.
proposal goes all the way, are companies like Uber, DoorDash, Lyft in real trouble here?
Two things, Voz. First off, on Pepsi, I want the job to go around and just look and see at what Americans are not buying during hurricanes. I pointed this out to you, and this is my dream job now. You live in Florida and you have a hurricane coming. Go to the chip aisle and see what Americans are not eating. They don't like everything bagel lays. Oh, shocking! Take it off of your product line. But on the terms of Uber and DoorDash. So this is the way that I'm thinking about this. I think that you're going to probably see them significantly reduce their presence in a lot of major cities where obviously the cost of maintaining an employee is going to be very, very high. The other component of this is if you now have a lot of employees, you're going to have an HR department. Are they going to be are there going to be new hiring standards for drivers? What is that process going to look like? I'm a little worried about their business model. That's why our long shot is shorting Uber. It's up a little bit today, but going out to November, if this market really goes, Uber and Lyft and everybody else in that space is going to go with it. We were looking at the $20 puts for November. And the one last thing that I will say, MFIN, that is Medallion Financial. That is the company behind the medallions in New York City, the cabs. Who will benefit the most in the event that Uber is no longer driving around New York City? MFIN, really, really cheap stock, really, really solid
Yeah.
dividend, and a big, big component that has been pushing the taxi drivers union for a long time, have been trying to get Uber out of New York City forever. The stock is dirt cheap. And again, 4.5% dividend in a place that obviously we're still gonna have a lot of intrinsic value on those medallions as cab drivers. Those used to go for about $1 million each. They no
I
longer do.
know. I had a friend that had medallions, and I mean, talk about a world of hurt. But medallions could be getting another bid again. He's fist pumping somewhere. Maybe
It was
use
up.
this.
It was up 3.5% yesterday.
Yeah, that's crazy, Garrett. Really good catch. Everyone, that's ticker symbol MFIN. Getting a little bit of a bid on this news.